Today is December 29th, and this is Life on the Ladder. Welcome to this TVZ between Neuro and our Blue Terran player Tessor. He plays for Pyres, which I believe is all part of, what's that called? Flames, Fires, Pyres, that whole group. Blazes. Bunch of guys, all with different tags, with E's instead of, or 3's instead of E's. A nice extractor trick from Neuro. Neuro recently hitting GM. Congratulations to Neuro as usual. Checked out his stream the other night. Entertaining as usual. Definitely want to watch that stream, guys. This is his replay pack, and we are extremely grateful for a list of great replays to watch. He went ahead and sent me some more, actually. He saw some of the videos, apparently. And, yeah, he sent me some more replays. I'm going to be casting some of those pretty soon. They're between him and Rivals Bowman. Bowman's is a really sick Protoss player, so we're going to see Neuro versus Bowman in an upcoming video. We do have a really standard Heart of the Swarm build so far from Tessor. The gas timing coming right in before the barracks. The barracks obviously in position for an add-on. Tessor, I'm rooting for you, bud. You're going to hold off Neuro's attack. Neuro's attacks always very intelligent, never brute force. He's not much of a brute force type player. He's very very thought-provoking attacks. For instance, only 2 drones in this gas right now, so there's the third. That was interesting. I just thought I'd point it out. I was like, wow, he's only got 2 in there. But chooses to drop a drone that was in production into that gas and delay. I don't know, delay maybe like 2 deliveries, maybe 6 gas. Guys, I've remade this video 2 or 3 times now because the first video was a replay someone sent me, and if you send me your replays, I usually don't watch them first. I'll just cold cast them, and it was a HOTS game. So like in the middle of the game, I started saying, "Is this HOTS?" He's making Colossus, and then I saw time warps go off, and they weren't at all like delayed. They were just straight up time warps, and I was like, "Oh, I'm watching a HOTS game." So I had to restart from there, and then I cast a different part of Neuro's replay pack, and it was on the old update, so I got about 2 minutes into that and realized that. So we're here with Tessor versus Neuro. Excited to see this TVZ. That first Overlord getting shot up. Looks like Tessor is not going to let it escape. He wants that. He wants the blood. He wants to see that giant space cow die. Space bug cow. Stutter step those Marines. 4 Marines now out on the field. He did choose to throw that add-on down. It's going to be the reactor on the barracks. He's probably going to switch the reactor onto the factory. Or rather, switch the factory onto the reactor, right? 4 Lings slowly trudging along out onto the map. Neuro's going to get some scouting done, see if he's going to be pushed by our Terran Tessor. 2 Queens now here, most likely to start creep spread, and Neuro doing something I've seen him do before. He drops double Evo chambers, and rather than going for a really fast layer, which is what I choose a lot, he goes for the double upgrades, which is awesome. It's definitely something I'm going to be considering looking into, considering he's GM and I'm only a diamond. So Neuro with the double upgrades. He's got his 3rd hatchery about halfway finished. We got the Hellions being produced by our friendly neighborhood Terran Tessor. Tessor's Hellions popping out. Double starport, really interesting. I wonder if he'll go for some kind of massive Liberator play. They're double tech labs, and you don't need double tech labs if you're going for Liberators. It might be double Banshee. So if we see an armory, where's the armory? We see an armory, guys? You see an armory? Where's the armory? Here comes the Lings. They have speed. This SCV is going to get a little bit unlucky. A couple Lings getting roasted at the supply depot. Here comes the first Banshee. I haven't seen Cloak started yet. Definitely going to see double Banshee production. And I would not be surprised to see an armory go down purely because something really standard and powerful for Terrence to do right now is to go Hellbat Banshee and just attack you at a really nice timing. Widowmine dropped at the bottom of the ramp. This Overlord's gonna see, he's gonna see freaking everything. Look, we switched over to Neuro's vision. You can see exactly what he's seeing, and he sees 2 starports. He sees something upgrading on the tech lab on the starport, and usually that's Cloak. Something fun to do is to mess with if you have a starport with tech lab on it, and you're not going for Cloak Banshee, and something comes into your base. You just start Cloak and then cancel it. It's really funny. People think you're going Cloak and you're not. They'll make spores and lose drones. So here are the spores we were talking about. Unfortunately for Tessor, that is going to be he is going Cloak Banshee, so it's not going to counter him. We do have the upgrades finishing up 1-1 very soon for Neuro. He's got the Roach Warren up, protected by its very own Spore Crawler. 3 gases. That 3rd gas just going down now. So really, really mineral heavy is Neuro this game. Here are our Banshees. Banshees coming in. Cloak finishing up momentarily. 4 Queens down here, the natural, to defend. And there are spores literally all over his base. Not wasting time getting that static defense up. He's a little oversaturated, but that's not an issue. The Hellions, though, roasting drones. A little bit of a Korean barbecue happening right now. Oh my god, so many drones going down. Worker kill count now at... I'm just going to wait to the end. It's not over yet. He's killed so many workers. I want to say 22, but it's not. It's units. Workers killed 17 workers with those Hellions. Really good trade. Absolutely outstanding. The Banshee's now doing some damage. Doing some damage. In the main, Neuro's struggling to hold off this really nice push. 2 prongs. Nothing wild. Just really nice placement. Hellions running up the ramp, getting behind the mineral line, and roasting 17 drones. The Banshee sneaking in and getting 4 more drones, and that is going to damage the economy of Neuro, but not kill it. You'd think it would, right? You'd think Zerg would be done after losing 21 drones, but no. He made pretty much nothing but queens and drones for the first 5 to 6 minutes of this game. So, he's going to have a plethora of drones still, 48 to 46. Tessor keeping him honest, able to take his 3rd base at roughly the same worker count, is still using mules, so he's going to be able to, stay up on that game, stay advantageous. A couple of these, not a couple, this is a lot of turrets. That Overseer goes down. 4 turrets, though, protecting from any kind of 2-base or now 3-base muta push, because as you can see, there's really not much in the way of anti-air for Tessor right now, so he's making up for that by making turrets. Let's see the back of his base. Yeah, there's, I want to say 3 turrets here. There's 4 turrets there. 4 turrets in the base. He's made a total of 12 turrets, 4 per base. Maybe a small window of opportunity here if mutas were the decision, and they might be, as we see a Spore Crawler going down. But most likely, and what I think we're going to see is Ling, Ravager, Corruptor, and Fester. It's kind of I'm throwing it out there. I'm taking a wild guess. But based on what I've seen from Neuro in the last couple of days, he is a huge advocate for really, really micro-intensive, unusual builds and compilations more specifically. We do have the upgrade for Infestors finishing up. So any Infestor that pops out right now is going to have an extra fungal. The Spore Crawler is finishing up. You're usually not going to pair fungal with mutas. I mean, it works because fungal's good and mutas are good. But I would expect to see Corruptors just to bat off any kind of air attack. More Hellions flying into the Zerg base, rolling on up, killing some drones, doing some economy damage, spotting our Spore Crawler. And they're going to get cleaned up. The Roaches are going to... oh my god, so many drones are going down. 33 workers killed this game. You'd think that'd be enough. Current worker counts are 53 to 60. Terran is in the macro lead. 4th base is down for Neuro. He's going to have that 4th base up nice and on time. We don't see a 4th CC just yet for our mech player, Tessor. He's not going for bio. He's got 3 factories and 2 starports. Excuse me, 4 factories. I didn't spot that one. And it looks like a 3rd starport coming in. Where are your armories? Are those armories? No, he's that's double CC. Where are your armories? There they are. 2 armories. They're finishing, they're just starting 1-1. So this is going to be not a huge issue as it's just the Lings for melee, but they are 2-2 already. So 0-0 to 2-2 is going to be a big freaking issue for our Terran player as he deals with a, you know, pretty serious upgrade lead for Neuro. We have the Greater Spire popping in, so we're probably going to see Broodlords. Broodlords are sweet. The Hive is done, which means 3-3 is plausible. Corruptors are also popping out. I think are a decent, just a few have already popped already. So we have a few Infestors, a few Corruptors. We haven't seen any Ravengers just yet. The Banshees are back at the 4th base, dealing out their damage. There's 6 of those Banshees right now. Tessor does not play games with the number of Banshees he's using. Banshee's trying to make it out alive. These Corruptors are attempting to ruin that dream. And it looks like they're going to catch at least 1. Possibly 2. Oh god, here comes a small battle. Engagement on the way. Queens caught out of position a little bit. The Creep Tumors are going to be totally disposed of via, there's a 1 Raven in this mix detecting everything. A nice, if you guys didn't see this, there was an Overlord spreading Creep, which the Queens spread Tumors underneath. That's a nice touch. Here come the Queens, the Lings, the Corruptors. There's fungals on everything. They're all up in a ball. And it looks like the whole army is going to go down to fungals. Oh no, says Tessor, as he grouped up his entire army. And the fungals killed everything. That was really well-mannered. You're just make Queens, it's fine. You're definitely GM caliber. I mean, he did a great job defending that. Lots of Queens, Lings, Infestors, and Corruptors. Hold off that big-ass mech attack. Couple Thors still on the map. They're going to be in charge of all the DPS for a while. This is the muscle that's left inside Tessor's army. That creep block at the 4th base going to give Neuro another advantage. Remember, guys, Neuro is a recent GM player, but he's still a freaking GM player. He's really freaking good. Masters players in the top 2% of all players on their servers, but not in the top 200. That's a GM. These Hellions have been doing damage all freaking game. The drones group up a little bit, and almost none of them survived. The Lings are flooding in. Burrows on the way. Hellions gonna get cleaned up. Vipers, Infestors, Corruptors, Queens. We have 3 different kinds of Spellcasters right now for Neuro. So for those of you who saw my last video and thought that Neuro is not a mechanical beast, I get it. He's not a Korean badass. But for a North American Zerg player, he has 3 Spellcasters that he's going to use probably, almost definitely in the main match, as he has numerous Queens. He's going to use the Queens, the Infestors, and the freaking Vipers all at once. Broodlords are the choice for highest tech level. I haven't seen any Ultras yet, but I believe... What is your Ultra Cavern? You should have one by now, right? No Ultras are being used right now. We have a big battle happening though. Broodlords, Queens, Corruptors all getting into the fray here. Vipers are going to be used for Blinding Cloud, I'm sure of it. The Queens and their Transfuse are tanking all of the damage. The Broodlords basically doing whatever they want. Blinding Cloud goes down and the Terran army is forced back, but the Thors are pulled back into the army, and Neuro's rampage is non-freaking stop. Corruptors and Overseers leading the bout. Queens tiptoeing across the map. Ew! Ew! We're gonna go battle! Bring me a spot of tea. I love it. I love watching just like one army just massacre the other army. I don't care what race it is. But when you have this many Spellcasters, I mean, he just fungled the hell out of everything. Then he Blinding Clouded. He transfused throughout the entire thing. I'm sure some of them hit the Corruptors. I'm sure a couple hit the Broodlords. And he's just using spells, man. This is some intense micro. I don't care. I don't care if you don't think that it is. We had at least one person not think that he's a mechanical beast. But I disagree. Look at this. There's no siege mode. This Terran's not prepared. And it looks like the Vipers, the Corruptors, and the Queens are going to force back this Terran army once again. The Terran just unable to get a good position. He probably could have crawled across the map a little and been more careful. And there's lots of things our Terran player could have done to fight this army more toe-to-toe, but Neuro's not giving him a freaking inch. Not a freaking inch. 128 to 151 is the supply. The Hellion run-bys have been non-stop all game. He's been hitting every other minute, every 3 minutes with Hellions killing drones, but it looks like the main army of Neuro is going to bust down the back door of Tessor's 4th and 3rd base. Now, as you can see, man, like, this is what the kind of player Neuro is. Like, every freaking base that could possibly be the next base is blocked by creep. So, Neuro not taking, oh my god, just shitting all over that CC, just spraying acid on everything. The Vikings are going to come around. They're trying their best to do some damage. They're going to fly back over the turrets. They're trying to lower the Corruptors into a place where he can get some Thor shots off. Maybe get some extra DPS done. But that's not going to happen. Neuro's not going to fall for the trick. He's going to slowly walk up the ramp, take his time, land some transfuses most likely. The Broodlords are going to do their damage. There are some transfuses literally on the Overseer. Overseer transfuses. Transfuses on the Corruptors. Vikings don't stand a chance against this number of Corruptors. Oh man, Tessor going from being what I thought was really well mannered, maybe he was being sarcastic, to being very bad mannered. And just throwing out what looks like random insults. And I'm not gonna try to talk any shit, but make real units. Like, Spellcasters are the best units to use in the game, man. Here, use more 1A units. Use more freaking 1A units. Neuro takes the game, and I'm a little bit let down by Tessor. I thought that he was going to be a really well-mannered player after, I guess he was being sarcastic. But yeah, Neuro takes that. He takes it in stunning fashion. And by stunning fashion, I mean he catches the other player out of position and unsieged 2 or 3 major times. I'll switch back to my camera so you can see my stupid face. And yeah, guys, I thought that was a great game. Obviously, Tessor having a really hard time struggling against that composition, struggling to get his mech into position to do a lot of damage. Except for the Hellions. Like, the droning must have been super intense that game, because he must have killed over 50 drones with Hellions, which was impressive, but there was no vital strikes. There was nothing done to like really damage the tech. There was nothing done to take out a whole hatchery. No major battles won. But yeah, mech's really strong. When you're approaching a Zerg player, you kind of, instead of just running Hellions by, you probably should have been cleaning up creep a little bit more, so that he could gain a better position without Neuro just jumping into position suddenly. The transfuses were freaking awesome. He made tons and tons of queens. You can only pull off these compositions, guys, if you have the know-how and the execution. So he's looking at where the transfuses need to land. He's done it enough times to know what's taking the damage and where his focus needs to be in order to land the transfuses. We even saw the Vipers run in for the Blinding Clouds a little bit late in the first like major battle. Creep spread was great. As for the Terran player, the harass was good, but didn't do any. There were no jugular shots, right? He didn't get him in a place where he was really bleeding out. He just got a good number of drone kills, and all Neuro had to do was just continue to hit that D button and make more drones. So, if you're looking to do something like this, guys, go ahead, rewatch this game a few times. You can find it in the Neuro replay pack. You just have to look through. He has it nicely freaking organized. If you download it, it's literally, you open the file, and then there's 3 files, and it's ZVZ, ZvT, and ZvP. This one is, of course, in the ZvT file. It is Tessor versus Neuro. Make sure you guys check out his stream. I just like have to promote him. I feel like the ethical need when someone gives me such a great tool at this this replay pack to throw his name out. I don't know which way I should point. This way. If you look down there in the corner, you'll see his twitch.tv/NeuroStarcraft. Make sure you check it out. I really like that stream myself. I watch it probably once or twice a week. And leave some comments. What did you think about this game? I will be getting more like TVP as much as I can in, but I need your replays. So send me some freaking replays at IamSilvertone. Rather, that's my Twitter. Send them to IamSilvertone@gmail.com. And follow me on Twitter at IamSilvertone. Not too hard to remember. Hope you guys had a great holiday. The new year is coming up. I'm going to try to make sure I release a video on the day, and probably trying to keep a consistent schedule. Because of Christmas, because it's the holiday time, I'm obviously going to have a hard time, so I probably picked an unusual time to get back into it. But I'm going to do my best. Going to be recording with Uleek Red tonight. And yeah, maybe I'll try to bring in some more guest casters. Let me know what kind of matchups you guys are looking to see in the comments. And have a good day. Today is Christmas! December 25th! And this is Life on the Ladder. Okay, I'm gonna try over that. Today is December 25th, Christmas. And this is Life on the Ladder. Christmas!
Like... I like a fucking fool.
Alright, and go! Alright guys, we have another great replay from the replay pack from Neuro. It's going to be a ZvT versus our red Protoss player. His name is Raceland? I'm going to go with Raceland.